So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
35-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Easy. Switch.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
At the 46-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Snell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike 42. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Here's Scott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Midfield.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run with Scott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing is Hurts. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. A first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on this.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think it almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Scott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Another run with Sanders, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
To number 17.
Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. As he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Bro, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Right here.
Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Ain't no such thing as a low linebacker.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down the night before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on first down. Snell. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Jim, 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 Jim. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
This is Samuels. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Number 38.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 7-yard line.
Four yards to go on second down from the 7.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
On the tackle. Tackle made back at the
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 3-yard
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues. They'll run with Samuels. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. Staying on the ground with Samuels. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels in the final minute. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. Can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Benny Snell, the ball
Well, from an
carrier.
offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime? Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
On first down, Snell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Samuels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on first down. Snell, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on second down. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
59. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Get that blocker.
Now Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for James Washington.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger, but it's brought in by Washington. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st down, Snell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Benny Snell, the ball carrier.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Let him know.
Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And that changes everything here in OT.
That's the end.
Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it, that field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching me.